Hello, everyone. So, I want to speak with empaths on how to deal with logical people. How to deal with people that seem so cold, that seem so slow in reaction, and that can be really upsetting. So, some of the conclusions that I have, guys, is basically based from on the MBTI and also from my personal conclusions. Is that as an empath, you value this emotional back and forth, you value your authenticity and vibrance. However, logical people are logical. They don't operate by emotions, they operate by logic. So they're more in their head. And so this can make you feel drained. This can leave you feel drained, and because you do all the emotional work or you do all the talking, you do most of this thing, and you don't see any reciprocation. So some of the things that I noted down for empaths, what you could do, guys, is understand that, for example, thinkers, people who have people who make decision based on logic, are basically really good executives. If they're introverts, they would like to work in systems, programming, maybe handwork if they are more into sensing, perceiving stuff. But if they are intuitive thinkers, they like to do, the build systems. So it's like internal logical work. If they are an extrovert, execution. They like to execute and go crazy with sports or becoming an entrepreneur and stuff like that. And so the best way to deal with those people is basically do not create excess potential. So what does it mean? Sometimes you get excited to speak to people and you want to say the right things. You want to impress, in the best way possible. You want to speak and be authentic. But try to see them as they are and go with the flow. So you meet them on their frequency. Because if your frequency is too high, they can drag you down, or what, consciously or unconsciously. So try to be empty, smile, and just look at their energy. This brings me to the next point is speak about the day casually, no matter who it is, your worker, your employee, your employer, your friend. Speak about their day, just as a warm-up conversation. See how how the flow, see the flow. If you have anything to offer, you can do it after you have introduced yourself. I mean, after you have spoken to them, how was the day, how was everything, stuff like that. Um, After you have spoken about your personal, so you speak about your personal stuff, later you go to any offer or deal that you want to have with that person. So the next thing is limit time. Limit your interaction. If you intend to meet this person for 10 minutes, cut it to 3 minutes. If you intended to meet the person for 40 minutes, cut it to 10 minutes. And I really do. Put a timer. Why? Because this brings me to the next point. They value facts. So if you just communicate with them, so what they value is mutual respect, honesty, and stuff like that. So if you just tell them, even as maybe for an empath, that's going to be hard because you would think that's rude or harsh, but they really appreciate it. So you can be. This is a way for growth. This is some. This is this is going to help you to grow personally. So you just state whatever you want to state. If you feel drained, you can tell them, "Hey, after speaking with you, I feel drained." So if you genuinely know that that person is good and honest and a really kind person. If you, however, think that they are crooks, malicious, you don't need to do that. Just like make your own conclusions and move forward. So basically, give them facts, state facts. One plus one equals two. Whatever it is, whatever your offer, whatever it is. And you will see how they like this type of conversation. Maybe as being a part of being an empath, you would try to coax them. You would try to present information and meander and be extra polite, but they don't need that. Okay, already if you try to present information as frank and as direct as possible, you will already be polite from their perspective. And the last thing I want to say is assume that they like you. Assume that they respect you and they like you. Just know it. That's a fact. They like you and there's no doubt about it. Because there's this sense of when you try to get validation. Everyone wants to get validated. It's human nature. You want to be heard, you want to be seen, you want to be understood, you want to be basically, supported. So assume that they like that they like you, and this will calm your inner validation, which is going to enable you to spend the meeting flawlessly. This is my advice, guys. If you have anything extra, if you think there's anything extra we could add, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you think of this, of my conclusions to dealing with logical thinkers. And I will see you in the next video.